Go live. We're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Hypothetically, this starts in a
Hello.
minute. We're early.
Damn. So we're not live.
Well, if
Well,
you're
we
not
are
early,
live.
you're late.
Oh.
We
We're
are
early.
live.
See, I need that extra minute to plug in my mic real
Yeah.
quick. Jeez.
Yeah.
So, the beginning of this stream will now be me eating a burger.
I
As
mean,
it should be.
if that's not the most opening day thing I've ever heard,
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
Oh.
Baseball.
That's right. I gotta get a tweet
Very
out for
much
this,
baseball.
too.
Like baseball.
Yeah. I will read that tweet.
Whoops.
Twitter.com Okay.
And there really is nothing better than opening day.
Peyton's roasting you in the HotMic chat, Cop.
I'm not even on it, and he's already roasting me.
Cop, I'm DMing you this link just so I can get it to myself on my other computer.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna open it on my computer. Already getting roasted. I need to know what I'm being roasted for.
I mean, if I was roasting you, it'd just for being a Yankees fan, but
Yeah. Well,
so-
of course, but Peyton is, so that doesn't work.
and that's a fellow Yankees fan.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's real roast.
um,
All right, everybody got their streams
I
open?
do. I do.
What are you looking at right now?
MLB TV, the event will begin shortly.
See, I'm running mine. What streaming site are you guys running through?
MLB.com or MLB.tv.
I don't have MLB TV. I'm
Yeah, I'm on.
just on Spectrum because I get yes here. So Alright, let me get also the hot mic up. Has your stream started yet? I want to know how. Okay.
Mine has.
So what is it showing right now? Because I want to make sure.
I'm looking at the broadcasting booth, and I can see a Yankees fidget spinner on the jumbotron in the background for some reason, which I hate.
All right, so I'm a few seconds behind you guys.
Like 3 years past that, I feel like. Jeez.
I know. What year is this? 2015.
Oh wow! I saw the DD tweeted. I don't know how long ago, but it was like happy opening day. We're looking forward to whatever in 2018. I didn't even see the year, but it's like we're looking forward to whatever. I was like, man, you know what I'm never gonna forget is Ian Happ homering on the first pitch in 2018. And then I actually look at the tweet, and that's what it was about.
Mamau.
That was that in Miami?
Yeah,
That was Miami,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was in a restaurant or like a bar in Cleveland for that one.
Oh, there it is. I see the tweet now.
Oh, Peyton slandering the 845 cap? Come on. That's
Love
just-
some good Ian
that's
Happ
disrespectful.
content.
Forgive my ignorance, but what is the 845 cap?
It's just like I got it like yesterday. It's just the area code I live in.
Oh,
Okay, so the tweet is out. We are getting the word out, getting people in the stream.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
hello,
Welcome
people of the world.
for real regular
Welcome
season
to-
Major League Baseball.
Yes.
Opening day 2021. It's finally here. All the suffering, all the waiting, it's over.
It's beautiful. Yeah, man. Baseball.
Yeah, good stuff. I My stream still isn't coming up. Oh, are
It's
you
a
guys
commercial
watching the
right now.
Yes one?
Yeah, I'm watching a very weird
Are you guys
commercial.
watching the Yes stream?
Oh, it was an Old Spice commercial.
I'm on
Yes.
the yes stream.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I'm on the
I
S
had
stream.
it turned to the Toronto stream, I guess. But I'm still seeing nothing.
The
Oh,
Canada
commercial break.
stream.
Okay, cool.
What an inferior stream. Oh, God, was I?
I was watching a very weird commercial on the Yes stream, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And then it was an Old Spice commercial, and I was like, "Oh, say less."
Yep. Oh, look, it's Gary Sanchez. Wow.
And yeah, mine's back now.
Man, it's crazy that already 2 games today have been postponed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's absolutely wild. What a gut punch for those
No,
fans.
it's
too.
wild that we had like we had like 2 positives all of spring training, and then the Mets just have an outbreak, or the National Day outbreak. I don't know. Hopefully that's nothing serious.
Yeah.
I
The
seriously thought
Mets
when I
were celebrating the Lindor extension, and just 15 players got cut.
Man. Yeah, no, hopefully some good news on that front is on the way, both in terms of everyone's health and, having baseball happen. We like all of the above.
I honestly thought one of them was an April Fool's joke at first. I thought the Red Sox one with the weather was a joke, and then I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, well, and especially given that the weather kind of doesn't seem to be that bad. People are definitely, it definitely kind of seemed like it could be an April Fool's joke. But yeah, we're starting to get people coming into chat. Welcome, everybody. We are very excited to have you.
Good day.
And just waiting for this game to get rocking here shortly.
Yep. Baseball.
My stream had what appears to be a heart attack.
I have to say, all the stadiums being completely empty last year was pretty weird. But seeing Yankee Stadium so sparse is also pretty strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They
not a
don't-
sight you're used to seeing.
I think they're only at like 20%. They're at 20%, I think, which is about 10,000. It's just, it's weird.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It is Thursday or whatever, but still, opening day is always a sold out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's still nice to have some sort of fans, though.
Yeah, Orange to 33%. Like last minute, the Angels were like, "Yo, we can sell 5,000 more tickets." So
I saw that tweet from someone. I think Fabian was tweeting about that.
kind of cool. I paid way too much for my opening day tickets like a week ago, and then of course they dropped when a bunch more came out. But whatever.
No.
And Texas is at 100%, which is what it was a interesting decision.
King County's at 50% right now, but T-Mobile's opening at less than 50% capacity. I think they sold like 19,000 tickets or something like that, or it might have been less. I don't remember.
It's the first game Garrett Cole's ever pitched as a Yankee in front of fans.
Yeah,
That's wild.
that's pretty crazy.
Feels like he signed so long ago.
Yeah,
Gosh.
I would agree.
He signed a whole pandemic ago.
I remember when he signed because everybody was freaking out about all the massive contracts that what's his name, his agent signed that weekend.
Oh, Boris.
Yes, that Boris. He signed like $880 million worth of contracts in a weekend or something like that.
You got Cole, Rendon, and
Strasburg.
Mm-hmm.
Strasburg.
I think Strasburg got 245 too, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, slight work.
That was insane.
Slight work for Scott Boras.
Just another day at the office.
Right.
It's ridiculous how many people he's got. Oh man.
Why is
His
there?
office is just like a crappy laptop and an old iPhone.
He's just working from home the whole time.
He's got like an iPhone 6.
I'm kind of quite
The
shocked that
battery
there's a
goes out
Big
in
10
2
ad
hours.
in Yankee Stadium, if I'm being honest.
There is a Big Ten ad.
Yeah.
I love those. Love the Blue Jays jerseys here.
Looks cold
And
there.
yeah, it is. It's in like the low 40s.
Oh.
Yeah, it's chilly in Chicago too.
It was snowing this morning.
Really? Man.
Yeah, I was
Happy
very
opening day.
nervous that it was- Yeah. I feel like opening day
Morning,
is always just
everybody.
ridiculously freezing, and then it gets like progressively warmer. But the opening day is like always bad.
Mhm.
Beautiful start, Garrett. Beautiful start. Me and Garrett are on a first name basis.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Garrett Cole, MLB ERA leader right now.
There's another
Early
game
Cy
going
Young
on. Right?
favorite.
Yeah.
I think this had a 5-minute earlier start time.
Then what's the other one? Cleveland, right?
Cleveland, yeah. But yeah, shoot, that might just be. I mean, Cole and Bieber might be your Cy Young frontrunners. It's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto's gonna be good. Like, this is their. I mean, this is like their 8, or no, Springer's actually hurt, right? So they don't have. So that's obviously not their 18, but this is their best pitching. That's their issue. Ryu's pretty good. I mean, he had a great year last year, but they really fall off after that.
Yeah, the bullpen
Yeah,
will be
sure.
interesting for sure.
Lost the 8s, yeah.
Yeah, back end of the rotation definitely has its question marks for sure, but man, that offense can hit.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just don't understand. It's like the Yankees are so right-handed heavy. Like in their A plus lineup, if you have a righty on the well, actually Hicks will hit from the left side, but it's 8 righties and a switch hitter.
Wow.
And they're like A plus lineup. Beautiful. But
See that?
But and the Blue Jays went out and signed Steven Matz or traded for Steven Matz and signed Bobby Ray, which just seemed like the worst fits against the Yankees lineup.
It is snowing in Detroit right now.
Is that game gonna happen?
Yep.
Opening day, baby.
First pitch is happening
Yeah,
in
snow
about
baseball
30
on opening
seconds.
day.
I love baseball.
I love it. I'm so thrilled. I love it. Oh my goodness. I wonder. Going back to what you were saying, Adam. I mean, the Blue Jays signing pitchers like that, especially like Robbie Ray, like they're probably not trying to compete for the East. They're just trying to compete for a wild card. They don't have to beat the Yankees. They just got to beat like the Rays and the A's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, really. I think if I don't know, I have a hard time seeing both AL wildcards come from outside the AL East, if I'm being honest.
You have so you think it's going to be both? You think it's going to be Toronto and Tampa?
No, I think that one team from the AL East is going to get a wild card spot. I have a hard time seeing that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would be surprised if one of them doesn't.
Yeah, because the AL West is going to kind of be a cluster of teams. None of them are going to get over like 95 wins, most likely.
Yeah,
I don't think either of them get over 90.
Yeah.
In both the Central and the West, I feel it's kind of like you don't have a team that you dread playing a series against.
Yeah.
Like maybe the White Sox can be that, but the Yankees seem to be the only team in the AL that's like that. So like it'll just be, I think it'll be easier for those two teams to get for a team from one of those divisions to get a wild card, just because on the whole the schedule's a bit easier. But also none of those teams had although the Central has the Tigers, but the West doesn't really have never mind, they have the Rangers. Never mind what I was gonna say. Beautiful 1, 2, 3.
No.
Love that.
Yeah, clean start.
If Bo
0.00, right.
If Bo Bichette stays healthy and has like 600 plate appearances, does he finish top 8 in AL MVP?
It's a good question. I'd have to look into him more.
I think he does.
If we're assuming, so are we going to assume every single player in the AL stays healthy and has 600 play appearances in this scenario?
We'll say yes. Hypothetically, yes.
Because then I do think Judge finishes over him. Trout obviously does.
Yeah.
Rendon probably.
I didn't realize how much time Bichette missed last year.
Mitch Haniger.
Yeah. I don't know. Bichette so far has had not great walk rates and pretty high BABIPs. Like last year, he only played half of games. His walk rate was under 4%, and his BABIP was 352.
That's not great. That's Miguel Andujar numbers.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. It would take a good bit of luck. I think he's. I think it's possible, but at this point, I would not say that he's going to be top 8. You know, he might be around there, around top 10, somewhere top 15, but.
Yeah, he's interesting. The Blue Jays are kind of similar, I feel like, to the White Sox, where, I mean, the White Sox probably a year ahead of them, but where they have a lot of guys who could make that jump, and that could make them a great team, but they're so young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bichette makes that jump to, top 10 in the AL MVP. Obviously, it means wonders for the team.
Yeah.
But same with Vlad, same with Biggio. Like, they have a lot of guys who could make the jump. They just stand and see if they will. And look at that beautiful Yankees lineup.
Presented by TikTok.
Jeez.
Well, so I'd argue, I think the Blue Jays White Sox comparisons are pretty interesting, but I'd argue that the Blue Jays offense has a higher ceiling than the White Sox, which is interesting when the White Sox just finished 2020 as the most valuable position player core in baseball by Fangraphs WAR.
I think without Eloy, I would definitely agree. But if Eloy was healthy, I think it would be closer.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But
I like the White Sox there. I think their rotation is way better than the Blue Jays. I think the offense is comparable enough.
Yeah, I'm talking position players only. But yeah, I don't hate that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, these Blue Jays uniforms give me life.
They're so sick. The font on the numbers.
Yeah.
And the baby blue tops with the baby blue pants.
Yep.
Oh. With the baby blue brim on the hat.
The best part
of
80s baseball is just that random teams just decided to have baby blue jerseys. Like the Phillies should never have a baby blue jersey, but
I think the best part of 80s baseball uniforms specifically was that it doesn't matter how ugly it was, that teams actually matched their pants to their jerseys. Because now everybody just wears blue tops, white pants, blue tops, gray pants, black tops, white pants. And I hate it. Make your pants and your jersey the same color.
Yeah.
One team that doesn't do that, the New York Yankees.
Yes, well, the New York Yankees, I have different problems with them, but at least their uniforms look clean.
Dude, I gotta say, it took 10 seconds for me to already roll my eyes at my fellow Yankee fans, because I think there was some boos for Gary Sanchez when they announced him before the game started.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I listened to, I don't know if you guys listened to CC Sabathia's podcast, but
I've heard a few.
he had Gary on, and they were saying that Gary takes it really personally when the Yankee fans boo him, and he's the nicest guy, and I feel so bad for him now every time they boo him.
Yeah.
I want him to have a good year so badly.
That will jeopardize their sales.
It's worth checking out a stream of the Cleveland and Detroit game right now because the snow is seriously coming down.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. I don't know. I got 2 screens. I'll open it on one.
Man, that's crazy. It's supposed to be super cold in Chicago today, too, when that game starts in about an hour. Cubs Pirates. Man, that's so brutal.
Where's the?
I have to. I have. One can only imagine what's going on in the mind of a Scott Bentley right now.
Is he at the game?
I don't believe so.
But yeah,
Wow, this snow's wild.
it's really
Trying to
going.
find it.
It's yeah.
Boyd's out there in No sleeves either. Good for him.
Oh. Gets out of the inning.
Oh, damn, I'm about to miss it.
Yeah, that was really coming down. And now Aaron Judge working a full count.
I'm about to pitch behind you guys.
Yeah, me too.
About 2.
My bad.
You on 0-2? I bet that this is a ball. Good call.
Nice gas, Adam.
Thank you, man.
50-50 shot.
All right, I just won't react to anything. Man, Judge was super late on that pitch.
Yeah. How'd you know when I would get it?
I didn't. I just guessed.
You guessed the Yeah, he was really late on a 91.
Yeah.
He clearly wasn't expecting him to come back with a fastball like that.
Yeah. Who's catching today? Is that Jansen? The Blue Jays?
Thought they had Seth Johnson.
Looks like it.
I forgot he was a lefty. I was confused why he was on the right side.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't have necessarily been able to tell you that.
I fully believed he was a righty until just now.
Known right-handed starter, Hyunjin Ryu.
Well, his last name starts with an R, so
Fair enough.
When you guys get a chance, take a look at the strike call. Matt Boyd pitching to Jose Ramirez. The pitch is like in the dirt, and whoever the home plate ump is, it's a big sweeping curveball, just gives him the strike.
Ooh.
I wonder how difficult it is to see the pitch with snow coming down.
Yeah. A lot of white.
Right.
Bunch of white on white on white.
Yeah.
Come on, Pixie.
Woo! Ryu looked sharp. He looked real sharp.
I assume that means that this next pitch is not going to go in my favor.
No
It
comment.
did not.
No comment.
It did not.
It did not.
So there we go. We're through an inning. And pitchers are winning so far.
We have played an inning of baseball that counts.
I loved it, man. I missed
Let's
this.
go.
Yeah, last year we couldn't say that until July, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm honestly like, I know that there were some of the player safety concerns and everything like that, but I'm very happy that they ended up that the MLBPA held strong and did not delay the season because I'm very happy that we're gonna get 162.
Because my soul is just like happy right now.
Yeah,
I've waited
everything is
long
just
enough.
happy. Yeah. It's been too long. We earned this.
That's right.
We
No.
did.
Ooh. Hi,
This was all
Heimer
us.
Candelario with an interesting single there. he took a fastball kind of high middle of the zone and hit it on the ground the other way, and there were just barely past the shift was far enough over that there was nobody there in like third base area that could quite reach it. That was yeah, and oh, and now Scott Bentley's favorite
is
player, Willie Castro, is up to
Fully
bat.
Snow. Top 5 player of all time. Yeah, it is fully snowing.
Yeah, it's coming down.
There was I forget what they called it, but there was a game. It was like Yankees Red Sox on opening day, I think, and it was like there was like a foot of snow on the ground before the game started.
Jeez.
Good lord.
It was like it was years ago, but look at Garrett. What a man.
What a man.
I've got to say, Garrett Cole is one of the best examples of why the Yankees facial hair rule is so stupid.
Yeah.
Only one?
He's one of.
Andrew McCutcheon was one of the worst for me.
He had shaved his hair in San Fran. He cut his hair.
Yeah, but not his beard. I think he's had his beard everywhere else.
That's true. Yeah, he looked weird without it. It's like James Harden becomes a Yankee. It's just such a weird rule. It's so stupid.
It really is.
And like Aaron Judge grew his beard out over the offseason and like he looked good with it, and then he had to shave it down, and it's just like. So you're also losing out on merchandising, like Brian made so much money off of his merchandising just with those beards that they sold. Like
The Mariners did those beard beanie giveaways, the beard hats they called them back in like 2017. I still have mine.
See, guilty as charged. I went to a Giants game up in like 2009, 2010, and I still have that beard somewhere in my room. I can guarantee you that.
Remember those? There was those T-shirts that were going around for the longest time that were just like the team color and then the black like kind of shadow outline of the player's like face, and it was like those were all over the place, and all the Yankees ones were boring as hell because there was nothing on the chin.
Yeah.
man, even it's just I am fully on. I love the pinstripe jerseys. Like I'm fine with them not going away from those, but they should just get an alternate road jersey.
Oh,
Gleyber.
Gleyber Torres error, I see. I saw on my Twitter timeline today someone suggesting that they would buy a Gleyber Torres jersey, I think, for everyone who retweeted if Torres finished the season with more WAR than Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that's just not plausible.
Which is why he said he'll buy a jersey for everyone who retweets.
Yeah, he's taking a
No.
he's taking a
It's not
risk.
plausible because he's not a good defender. So just
The only scenario where that happens is if Lindor misses time for some reason. But his defense alone, just
his defense alone, it's probably like 4 WAR if he has a not good hitting season. Like
right.
And we know he can.
Right.
Gleyber would have to be.
Meanwhile, Gleyber has
Soto.
to hit like Juan Soto, to have like a 5 WAR season.
I thought that was a pretty fair extension for both sides yesterday. It was agreed to, talking about Lindor. I thought,
I think so too.
yeah. I mean, what, top 10 player in baseball, probably?
That's a.
Assuming
good.
he
The
still
argument could be made.
hits. Yeah. I mean, like, for me, I have a hard time believing his true talent offense is higher than like a WRC plus of say 115, but that's not bad.
No.
That's
His
very,
defense is
very good
ridiculous.
with everything else he does on the field.
I think it's very, very good also for the other 4 shortstops who are hitting free agency this year, because, I mean, every single one of them has a case that can probably be made, maybe not one, but it can be made that they should earn what Lindor's earning.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, there's gonna be some massive
and
deals handed out.
especially for, I'm thinking for Baez, if he has a defensive year like he did last year and gets his offense somewhere back to league average, slightly above league average, that shoots his value up so much.
Yeah,
Of the 4, who do you guys think gets paid the most?
I think Seager.
I think Seager too.
Yeah.
Seager
Right.
or Story, but I think Story would probably have a hard time getting as much since he's coming out of course.
I also think
I think
that
there's going to
Seager-
be a massive bidding war for Seager as well.
And I think it's
All
I
right,
think that.
we've got our first run.
Oh damn, we do.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and our first home run.
Garrett Cole.
First home run of the 2020 season, hit
Whoa.
Crap. All right,
by
that's not great.
none other than Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, okay, dude. Yo, you
What?
had me thinking we were down 4-0. I was like,
No.
I'm actually going to change my stream to go to an earlier one and I won't react. I just can't have you guys tell me what happens.
So
Yeah,
the question is, who has the higher ERA now, Garrett Cole or Shane Bieber?
Shane Bieber.
Shane Bieber does. Yep. Look at that.
Because it was a 2-run home run in the first inning, and Cole has allowed 1 run in the second.
By the way, that ball off the bat from Vladdy was 114.1.
I was gonna say I was on my way to check.
Where that one? Yeah.
I was on my way to check that exit velocity because he smoked it. Oh, what the heck was that?
All right.
Rowdy Tellez had an 886 OPS last year? No way.
He's solid.
I guess I never realized
Oh,
it.
okay. We're reviewing the Miggy home run because there was a little bit of confusion on whether it was a home run or a double, I think.
Is that
Because
because
Miggy thought it was a
of
double.
perhaps snow?
Just a question for you guys, streams. Where are you right now?
I just watched a replay of that ball getting caught.
Okay, good. So then I'm basically where you are.
Yeah, Rowdy Tellez. Jaybir's just
Oh
caught
yeah,
it
that
on
was
my
a home
stream.
run. That was a home run. First home run of the 2021 season. Miguel
How
Cabrera.
close is Miggy to 500?
He's not hit
That's a
500
good
yet.
question.
I think I saw the other day I was reading something. I feel like he hasn't hit it. I'm looking it up.
No, he hasn't yet. He's one closer now.
Van
480 with that one. Looks like he'll be 488.
488. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
he
so
should
he's
going
going
to
to get 500 this season.
That's awesome.
I think I saw that he's chasing 3,000 hits this year too.
2,866 hits.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
I would call it a long shot, but yeah, he's chasing it this
Not
year.
I don't know,
Impossible,
130,
Think so?
140 hits. I think he could do it. If he plays the full season, I mean,
I think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Just
Oh, yeah.
bold prediction right there.
Hold-
That was a.
he
that
needs
was a
he
huge
needs
Kind of
134.
Kind of out of left field, but
He needs 134 hits to get to 3,000 this year. In 2019, he played in 136 games and had 139 hits.
All right. I think
So-
I think I've watched too much Albert Pujols and watched injuries and stuff derail him. So maybe that's what I'm
Sure.
going off.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch.
Randall Grichuk is easily the Blue Jay I'm most scared of because I think for over the past couple of years he has like a 900 something OPS against the Yankees and like a 600 against everyone else. He's just like, it's ridiculous how good
He's
he
the
is.
people's hero.
I was going to say, I thought you were scared of him because of his incredibly powerful sock-based energy.
That is fair.
Only makes him more terrifying.
The man is clearly a textile wizard.
And he's got that little that little leg shake he does before the pitch comes. Just a very subtle like movement. Love that
Oh,
stance.
good question. Was the Yankees run earned? We aren't even sure because that runner got on base on the error, I believe.
Yeah, did they rule that an error?
Let's see. What's the box score saying? There's no box score.
There you go, Garrett.
Box score.
There's only one out. There's only one out.
One earned run. It is an earned run for Garrett Cole.
And that is an example of why you gotta look at other stats besides just ERA because a good defender probably has that ball.
Oh, what the heck was that swing
Who?
from Grichuk?
Who hit that? Who ended up scoring?
Oh, good question. I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. Because Vlad got a hit after.
Is it Teoscar Hernandez?
Oh,
It was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, a lot of hard contact.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole has allowed one ball hit at 85 miles per hour. Every other ball he's allowed in play has been hit 99.9 miles per hour or harder.
That's not exactly ideal.
No,
Doesn't bode well
tons of hard
for the
contact.
future of this game.
I wouldn't necessarily consider myself an expert, but that doesn't seem ideal.
No.
It's going to be really fun when Cole has a not great start because every year of his career he's had a not great start and then has picked it up in like May. And he has a not great start. And this happened last year before he picked it up in about a month and a half into the season, which he always does. And there were genuine Yankee fans on Twitter saying like horrible contract, like just that he was the worst contract in Yankees history and all this fun stuff.
I remember seeing that stuff too, and just being utterly flabbergasted.
Yeah.
It's
Because, like, as a Mariners fan, I've seen bad contracts.
Well, it's like, how do you
Dude,
lose faith in him that quickly? I think is the big thing.
As a Mariners fan, you've seen bad seasons. Like, I genuinely have never, like, I have not seen a bad Yankee season. Like the worst season I've seen, they won like 85 games, and it was like 2013. I've seen bull because they didn't make the playoffs, but it's like I don't. My fan base is so spoiled.
Yeah. And here you are as the incumbent, well, maybe not incumbent, but really the team to beat in the AL now.
Yeah. Well, this is a year that I will say, and I will agree with people if they say that if the Yankees don't make the World Series, that's a failure of a season because they really should be making the World Series in this AL.
Man, it looks like a lot of Cole's breaking stuff. He's just not putting close enough to the zone to get swings.
Yeah, his control is not where it should be. He's hitting 98, so his velo is not a problem yet. But
yeah, stuff looks fine, but
fastball looks good. Yeah,
99 just now.
I'll buy you the thing when you buy it. A little bit. Yeah.
As Danny Jansen kisses his bat. That's one.
Woo! 99 in the zone. We got a bold take from Matthew here. I would say Garrett Cole is washed, but that would imply he used to be good.
Oh,
very fair. A very fair take there.
I know.
Is Garrett Cole better than Martin Perez? I don't think so.
Okay, I must say Danny Jansen looks like way more of a nerd than I thought, and I'm kind of here for it.
That's the real people's hero right there. None of this Randall Grichuk stuff, but Danny Jansen.
Like, he kind of looks like Eric Sogard with the glasses.
He does. The big Eric Sogard vibes.
Which I could be getting from the fact that Sogard also played as a Blue Jay.
Give me someone that wears glasses like Eric Sogard or Danny Jansen, but hits baseballs like Randy Arozarena. Boom, pick player.
Yeah.
That would be my favorite player.
Ooh.
That would have won the DD most fun player poll.
Easily.
And we wouldn't have even had to run it.
Yeah.
As long as he was a White Sox at least.
I think that's about over. And last I saw, Scherzer was getting whooped in the finals.
Yeah, what a surprise. I wonder who's responsible for that. I wonder if it was a fair and equitable poll.
You don't think
Yeah,
Eloy
I have
Jimenez is more fun than
Stuff
Mookie
by
Betts?
someone in a powerful position in any
God.
way.
Certainly not someone who controls a Twitter account of one fan base that has 20,000 followers of that fan base.
That would be utterly ludicrous. If someone had done that, we would be very upset with them.
Yes. I could not imagine.
Well, Cole is still looking at, 4 strikeouts so far?
Yeah, it's just the contact.
Oh, there you go. There's his third. 3 strikeouts through 2. But yeah.
Nasty fastball there.
Yeah, I mean, same story really with him. Is nasty stuff, gets the strikeouts, and gets hit hard.
Yeah. It's just when he's pitching his best, it's just he's striking out everybody. So.
Yeah.
The hard hit, the hard contact kind of just stays, and you just take the 15 strikeouts that he gets, and you're okay with a few balls to him.
Yeah.
The MLB always makes just amazing hype up videos before the playoffs and before.
I was gonna that.
They're always so good.
Yeah, that video was.
They don't do anything else.
There's been a lot out the last couple of days. It looks really good.
Yeah, the one they did this year is great. I'd say. Certainly.
I don't even know what half is.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just watching a video, one of those hype up videos right now, and I have no idea what's going on. It's like Little League and.
Wait,
what game are you guys most excited for today?
It's a good question.
Mariners Giants.
And yeah, I was gonna say Yankees Blue Jays, but in terms of from a baseball perspective, I actually think the Mets Nationals game was the best one.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
The White Sox Angels game probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
If nothing but for the Twitter content that we're gonna get.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be a lot of very angry neckbeards screaming at each other on Twitter today. It's fun.
This might sound ridiculous, but I think are we overrating Lucas Giolito a little? Like, I've seen a lot of Cy Young picks for him, and I see it, but like I don't.
I think he could win Cy
I
Young.
think he could do it.
I'm pretty high.
I'm not saying he can't.
I think the rest of their rotation has more question mark. Like I'm way more I have way more faith in Lucas Giolito than I have anyone else in that rotation.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to
Yeah,
say too.
I agree with that.
And I'll talk about that
Keuchel
more
line.
in a second. But yeah, I think Giolito's is he's all there. I think he's great.
We know Giolito's good. I think I'm inclined to think that Giolito is maybe a little bit overrated, but I think I can say that with some confidence because I think I underrate him a little bit.
That's fair. I don't know. I've just seen a lot of hype on him lately. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can get it. But young starter, like he's still coming into his own. Obviously, like he's only gonna get better realistically. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't begrudge the White Sox fans for being as excited about him as we are. I mean, the amount of work he, has publicly put into getting as good as he is now. It's got to be really exciting for fans to see that like come together, especially last season with the no-hitter he threw. That was really cool.
I agree. Yeah. No, but we were talking about American League teams that you wouldn't want to face in a postseason series, and honestly, I'm going to need to see a lot more from the White Sox rotation this year before I believe that I would truly be scared to face them as a hypothetical playoff contender, because aside from Giolito, I'm not confident that there's a guy in that rotation where you are, looking at a really tough matchup when you face him.
even Keuchel and Lynn, not a believer.
No, not really. I mean, they're both, like 33 now?
Yeah, but they're both still pretty good. Lance Lynn's still one of the most efficient pitchers in the league.
That's true. Lynn can shove, but I mean, there were also a couple games last season where he really got knocked around.
He did.
Yeah.
He was also pitching in a bang box in Texas.
Also true, but Guaranteed Rate Field is no pitcher friendly park either.
That's also true.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but I don't know. Like Keuchel's strikeouts per 9 last season was under 6. I just have a tough time believing that that's really, like, ERA of 1.99 but an FIP of 4.30. I think he'll be good. If he's like your number 4, that's fantastic. If he's your number 3, that's pretty good. And that's what he is. But heading into a playoff series, I know that, without the strikeout potential, there's certainly a lot of room for him to get knocked around if he's got a bad day.
For sure.
Who are we talking about?
Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah, I fully agree with that there because I am not high on Keuchel. Like he wasn't that good in Atlanta. He was solid, but not great. And then, like last year, very much just seems like a small sample size fluke. That more so than I think he's back to his Cy Young form.
Yeah, and like last year he had the lowest home run to fly ball rate of his career, and he's pitching in a home run friendly ballpark. So I think there's almost no way that continues. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really see it.
I think Lynn will be solid. Like his peripherals were good. He's been good for a few years, but I mean he could absolutely regress a bit. I mean he's old.
Yeah, no,
So
that's true.
It just I'm very uncertain on their rotation. Like I'm uncertain on the Yankees rotation too. I just feel like it's just a very. I agree that it's a very much you're not sure rotation, and I'm not sure. I'm not as big. I don't know as much about their organization. Do they have a lot of depth starting pitching wise?
No, I mean they've got. What's that?
Kepich and Michael Kepich, is he in the rotation or is he in the bullpen?
No, Kopech's gonna start in the bullpen. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and I mean and like Dylan Cease has potential. There's potential there, but I just don't see. They really need to show. Me personally, I need to see a lot more from their rotation. And even like Same thing with the bullpen. You know, I think White Sox fans are rightfully getting excited about their bullpen because there's a lot of guys that could be great, but I just don't believe it yet.
And the word "could" is doing an awful lot of work in that sentence too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean the White Sox could be world beaters, but then right now I think they're a playoff team and they could be world beaters, but to get to that level, they've got to rely on a lot of things to go in exactly the right direction.
Yeah, and they're so
top
young.
two most fun player.
Their bullpen,
top two most
especially.
fun player in the league. I mean, top two most fun pitcher in the league, and Liam Hendricks is in their bullpen. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and he's good, but aside from that, so much of their bullpen is so young. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little confused about the whole Crochet's a reliever, and we're still gonna try and develop him into a starter eventually. That doesn't
that's
quite,
weird.
I don't know.
That's usually the reverse of how it gets done.
Yeah. If you want to develop him into a starter, you got to give him starter innings.
Right.
He can't be pitching in the bullpen a certain way as he develops into a starter. That's just not the way it works.
Yeah, I don't know, but like pitching wise, they could be very good, and that would make them a great team.
There we go.
And I think I've said this enough now that my point's across, but I need to see it happen. I think before I'm sold.
I agree.
Kind of similar but different question. Different but same question. Who are you more scared of in a theoretical playoff series right now? The Chicago White Sox or the Minnesota Nelson Cruzes?
I say Minnesota, honestly, just because they're both. I mean, again, the high for the White Sox on offense and pitching is way better than the Twins, but that Twins lineup, I don't see a scenario where the Twins lineup is not great.
Yeah.
Where the White Sox, I think they have some guys who need to take a jump to make their lineup good, and neither pitching staff am I that scared of.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. With at least not being that scared of either pitching staff.
Well, I mean, the Yankees fan is trained in the brain to not be afraid of Minnesota in the playoffs. So.
It's automatic.
Every year we play them, I am actually very scared. I'm like, they are. I know due doesn't exist, but I'm like, they're due. Like we beat them so
they
much.
are due for
They are
sure.
going
They're
to
overdue.
win. Like, they're gonna sweep us, and then we just win. It's just like
They're like the Yellowstone super volcano levels of overdue.
it's just like just do it. Like just win a game.
Just win a game, forehead. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'm gonna take the opposite of that. Actually, I think I'd take the White Sox. I'd be more scared to play them. And I like their bullpen a lot. With Hendricks and what's that lefty's name who just throws fire?
Crochet.
The new guy from the draft. Yeah. I think I'd be more scared to face them in a playoff series.
Yeah, I'm White Sox on this one too. I think it wouldn't be super fun playing the Twins in a playoff series. I think, most other playoff teams are going to have not such a hard time beating them, but all their pitchers are going to come out with kind of lumpy stats.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I could very easily see it becoming the White Sox, but right now I wouldn't be terribly intimidated by either one. Just based on what they did in 2020.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely scarier teams in the American League.
Yeah, and it didn't help for the White Sox. They kind of limped into the playoffs and then limped right back out of them.
They were really in with a whimper and out with a moan.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a massive division lead, right?
And they kind of, I think they lost like several to the Indians. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I I'm not totally sure, but yeah, they did. They had a lead on the division, and they finished second or third. They finished third in the division.
Was that Gary? Gary!
Woo!
Oh,
Thank
Swinging a
he got.
drive.
I'm sorry for reacting.
There's a drive in the left field by Castellanos.
We don't have a boom sauce graphic ready today.
We got
Gary.
we have the good bit of baseball in one.
No.
Sanchez first boom sauce for the New York Yankees season.
I do not. This score bug is differently shaped than the ones we were using last year. So.
Speaking of score bugs, I've got to say I absolutely love the Tigers score bug.
Oh really?
I think that. Yeah, just like kind of, or was it the Tigers or I have no idea which stream I was watching, but
on the bottom of the screen though.
Yes, I think that it looks really good. It goes right into like the games of the day.
Yeah. I
Big
don't
fan.
disagree.
Big fan. That's what from Mr. Sanchez.
I feel like I feel like my favorite era of score bugs is also kind of like weirdly my least favorite era. But that early 2000s ones where it was the bar on the bottom and it was just a black bar and the little score box was just like a yellow box. Like y'all know what I mean. I'm not describing it very well, but
I know you're talking about.
You all know exactly what I'm talking about. And it was just like it was so plain, but it was so out of the way.
Yeah. Don't hate
My
it.
favorite era of score bug, I mean, it's you guys wouldn't know it because it's the score bug, but I have like this memories of just like being like it's when I was like 6 or 7 years old and just like watching TV and just recognizing that one score bug that was always there, and they ruined it. They changed it, but that was the best era of score bug.
Yeah.
The
By
old
far.
Fox Sports Northwest one before it became Root Sports was pretty good.
Well, there we go. Through 2 innings and first boom sauce of the game.
Are all 4 teams playing now no longer shut out, or is that
You'll never guess which of the 4 teams right now hasn't scored a run yet. It might be the one with an abysmal offense.
Go Spiders?
If they, they might have benefited from retaining a once in a generation shortstop talent.
Nope, definitely not.
Payroll flexibility though.
Isn't Ahmed Rosario their shortstop?
They got is it wait, what?
Was it Rosario or Jimenez?
No, they signed Eddie Rosario.
Both.
They got Eddie out and left now, yeah.
Eddie Rosario is now tendered by the Twins, and
Who did they get for Lindor?
Andres
for Lindor?
Jimenez.
I still am not sure.
Andres Jimenez.
They didn't get Ahmed Rosario?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, yeah, Rosario's there.
Did they get Jed Lowry?
Talk about a bust.
Didn't he make the A's opening day roster?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Jed Lowry.
After
Of
not
course.
playing a game,
Oh, yeah.
he didn't play a game over 2 years for the Mets.
Just
And
stole
he made
20 million from him or whatever that contract was. Good for him.
He just walked in, took his money, walked out, took a vacation, and then went back to the A's and was like, "What up? I'm back.
Hey guys.
Miss me?"
I heard.
And
I
then
remember
the
when
A's
he-
were like, "Yes, actually, we did miss you."
I remember when he signed, the Yankees Twitter was up in arms that the Mets got him and that we had to settle for LeMahieu.
Oh, good lord.
Wow.
That's something in retrospect.
My favorite part.
Twitter's always been
It's
always
dark.
been a cesspool to me, but good lord.
It's a dark place. The worst, the best part of this last offseason easily was when Jeff Briddick for the Rockies said that they wish that they could have kept LeMahieu, but they just didn't have the money as they signed Daniel Murphy to the exact same contract like 2 days after.
Yeah. And how'd that Daniel Murphy contract go, kids?
It did not work out.
It went really bad.
I think in this entire game we would struggle to summarize all of the missteps that front office has taken.
I think they have a 120 win ball club. I don't know about you, but
If
I
you
think
don't,
that's
yeah, no, if you don't see
built.
Jeff Bridges' vision, wake up. But like they've the worst part has to be like the $250 million they've spent to make their team 8 wins worse over the span of those contracts.
Well, I mean, they traded $50 million to get rid of Nolan Arenado.
Yeah.
Like, it was just they can't do anything.
And,
Like I don't
like,
and they're gonna waste
yeah.
Story.
Yep.
The prospect return wasn't very good either. You got what, Austin Gomber, and then a couple mid-level guys maybe.
It's about, and that's what they got for Arenado. What are they gonna get for Story, who's now a rental?
Right.
Like, you know,
No, like,
it was just it can't do anything.
and like
right.
going.
Why do I feel like they'll drop the ball on that and won't trade him and try to sign him to a deal at the end of the season, and he'll just walk? They'll get nothing.
That's
for
what-
him.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna give him
comp
an
pick.
extension and then trade him in like 2 years.
They're gonna try really hard to do something so that the fan base can upset, and then in trying so hard, they're just gonna make the fan base more upset than they could have previously possibly imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're gonna
They
do the
should've
same
traded-
thing with like Marquez. Like Marquez is gonna like right now. Marquez's value is like he's one of the most valuable pitchers in the
Yep.
league. If they wanted to trade him right now, they could get a ton for him. But they're gonna wait because they want to field they want to make it seem like they're trying to win. And then in a couple of years, he's going to be a rental, and they're going to be like, "Oh, we couldn't extend him," and then trade him for scraps.
Yeah.
And it's just like you could see it now.
And repeat.
Yeah.
You know.
Rinse and repeat.
Well, and the
That's-
other thing that I think is particularly bad, and as a Royals fan, I sometimes take some well-deserved flack for my team, you know, sometimes giving out money for things other than performance that doesn't always go well.
Reasonable.
You know, giving out character money and all that. So, but the Rockies went out of their way to sign Ian Desmond to whatever huge contract they signed him for because of his character, and he was like worth -3 or something, like terrible production over the course of that contract, and they're paying him tens of millions of dollars the entire time.
If the
He
first thing
opted
the
out.
GM says, did he
Well,
opt
then
out?
they- yeah.
I think he opted out of
He
this
opted
season.
But even
Yeah.
before that,
If the first thing the GM says after they sign someone is he's just such a great guy in the locker room, like if that goes before the talent, then you know it's probably not the best signing.
run and hide.
Yeah.
What can you do?
We gave this guy $12 million, and I tell you what, he is going to be a leader in our clubhouse. How's his back? He is going to be a leader in our clubhouse.
So he must be a good defender, right? He is going to be a leader in the clubhouse.
Have I mentioned his leadership qualities?
I don't think you guys are getting this. He's going to be in the clubhouse, and he's going to lead it.
In the clubhouse, leading. Man, the best part of opening day is just the pitching matchups are just always absolutely ridiculous because obviously it's ace versus ace for every team, and it's just like
Yeah.
Kershaw Marquez is tonight.
Yeah. Like you never get that again in the season.
Well, let's see who the Rangers Royals matchup is though.
Kyle Gibson.
Kyle Gibson and Brad
Kyle
Keller.
Gibson, Mitch Keller.
Brad Keller, excuse you.
Wait, Brad Keller.
Brad
Who's
Keller,
Mitch-
yeah.
Is there someone named
Yeah,
Mitch
he's on
Keller?
the Pirates.
Yes. On the
You're
Okay.
disrespecting Brad Keller by mixing them up, by the way.
and he's on my my dynasty league team this year for some reason.
Which one?
Mitch Keller.
Mitch Keller, noted not as good Keller, who is a starting pitcher in Major League Baseball.
Second best Keller.
Man, Cole is at 51 pitches already.
Yeah.
This is
and it's opening and ooh, my
this
goodness.
is a 2018 early 2019 Yu Darvish start if I've ever seen one.
That second inning. But
That's not true actually,
that-
because those starts Darvish
that's
walked a
ridiculous.
ton of guys. It was either walk or
it's Cole.
strikeout, and Cole is just giving up hard hit singles.
You guys see Bichette just try to swing himself out of his
Yeah.
shoes?
Dude, he took a rip at that one. Yeah.
So nice. Yeah, I think Cole. I don't think that he was ever very long for this game, just given it's opening day. They don't like stretching guys out too much, but I don't know if he makes it past like maybe he gets through 5. I don't think that anything past that. Oh. It's so nice to have fans back.
It is, there's maybe too few masks for my taste, but
yeah,
overall the having fans in the stands is, I'm glad to have it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm just excited to go back to the ballpark whenever I can.
I've got tickets for Monday and Tuesday.
No. I'm planning on. I'm getting my second shot soon, so once I get that, then I'm gonna.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like half focused on trying to figure out if I can sign up to get my first here soon, but hypothetically, it's not open to everyone in Illinois for another week and a half.
Well, Illinois is a bottom-tier state.
That is patently false.
Name 15
one.
states better.
15 states worse than Illinois.
Worse.
Yeah.
Both Carolinas.
Fair.
Alabama.
Okay.
Mississippi.
You got 4.
Arkansas.
Keep going.
Wisconsin.
Arkansas is pretty boring.
Nah, take that back.
No,
Wisconsin.
I like Wisconsin.
Is better? Okay. Okay, so I was at 5. Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma's pretty
Kansas, Nebraska.
Just corn.
Just a lot of corn. Flat, boring like
Iowa. Both
Brian.
Dakotas.
Yeah.
They don't exist. You can't say them.
Oh, come on. Wyoming, Montana, Rhode Island, Delaware.
Rhode Island. I am a big Rhode Island fan.
Okay,
I can't
no,
lie.
you're lying to me.
5 people live there.
You really missed a few that I feel like you could have
Yeah,
touched on. Like you didn't
that's
say
just
Florida.
proof that there are
Didn't say Florida.
more than 15
didn't
states worse than Illinois.
You didn't say Florida. You didn't say Ohio.
I didn't need to.
Which is-
I didn't because
You didn't say West
I
Virginia.
didn't because there's
Like,
such
those
an
are the
excess
top
of states
three
that
states
are worse
of
than
the union.
Illinois.
I just feel like you didn't really make your point as effectively as you could have.
No. Nobody is here for this slander. Indiana is
Sure.
easily.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you just handed me 5. We're at like 22 now.
You're right.
It's a mid-tier
Not,
state.
not even a bottom half of the United States state. I guess I'll have to accept that.
Guess you gotta accept the victory.
I don't know if that's victory. It's kind of mediocrity, but
We are a mediocre state. You gotta give us respect. For
yeah, come on, put some respect on Illinois' name.
I guess what I was really trying to say was I live in a top-tier state in the union.
I would actually
Yeah,
agree with
okay.
that. Washington just seems like a very elite state.
It's pretty all right.
It's like so insulated from other relevant states. Like Oregon is semi-relevant, and then there's just a bunch of like nothing between Washington and anything else that's relevant.
Washington has this great thing too, where the good part of the state is insulated from the bad part of the state by an entire mountain range. The Cascades just split the state in half and was like, okay, the cool people live over here, and the rest of y'all go over there and be quiet.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Illinois is one of the one of a few states that has had a movement for the state to be split in two.
Yeah, Washington's had that for a while.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I don't
Eastern
know,
Washington
but
wants to become Cascadia.
Yeah, Washington.
I'm assuming New York has had that same movement because upstate and the city are two completely different places.
So really, it's rural people that don't want to be associated with the big city in their
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
I'm fine
Weird.
being associated
How about
with the
that?
big city in my
Yeah.
state.
So good guess.
I would love to be associated with the big city in my state. Oh.
It is crazy though how like Southern Illinois, and you're talking upstate New York is also very different from the city, but Southern Illinois, even compared with like anything in the northernmost third of the state, is ridiculously different. Like Southern Illinois is like the South, in some parts at least.
Yeah, upstate New York can be like that too.
Behind you guys by a little bit. That was a really nice play by Bichette.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think, and with Clint's speed, I thought he'd be able to beat that out, but alas.
Yeah, how do you have Clint Frazier batting ninth? That's kind of...
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. And this isn't even their A lineup because Voigt's hurt and Bruce is in.
Was Bruce hitting above Frazier? I don't...
How is Bruce above Frazier?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I'm assuming because he's a lefty.
Oh, fair.
Boone likes that lefty and that kind of speed at 9 and speed at not speed. DJ does not have speed, but contact at 9 and contact at 1.
Yeah.
Clint's not great with contact either, but
yeah, LeMahieu is slower than I thought.
yeah, he can't run. The Yankees are such a slow team.
They are
actually. People wish the teams would steal more. Like there's Brett Gardner is the only person on the Yankees that I would be comfortable him stealing, and Tyler Wade, but the bench guys, no one in their lineup.
The Yankees are the anti-Royals.
If you hit it over the wall.
What did you say?
I said they can't throw you out if you hit it over the wall.
Very true.
Yeah, I was saying the Yankees are the anti-Royals.
Yeah, they are.
Or the anti-Mariners even.
Yeah. Man, I have to say I'm not used to Aaron Judge without the tooth gap.
Yeah.
You guys see that Michael Strahan got his tooth gap fixed?
Yeah.
Is that not April Fool's joke?
Is that not insane? Or not insane, but
insane?
just wild?
It's the worst. It's one of the worst things that's ever happened.
Yeah.
He looks so happy though.
He does look happy.
I haven't actually seen his smile since.
In the video he posted,
he posted a long video on Twitter about it.
Yeah, it was a 2-minute thing, and he came.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Entirely different.
Wow.
Weird. Yeah, Judge.
It is different for sure.
If Judge has a crappy season this year, you know why. There was one thing you could point to. He's already over.
I am getting surgery to reinstate my tooth gap.
Oh yeah.
I'm just imagining a private conversation between Aaron Judge and someone in his family and he was like, I'm gonna get my teeth fixed, and his mom or something was her eyes got all big and she was like, well, you can't do that, and he was like, what, why? And she was just like, no reason. And in the back of her mind she was just like, the source of all his power will be destroyed. I created him.
He's 0 for 2 now, so you tell me.
Right.
Yeah.
You tell me.
The source of all his power is destroyed.
You tell us.
They've closed it.
It's actually, we're not seeing it. It's not super evident, but as time goes on, he's going to shrink 2 feet.
He'll stand next to Altuve on second base and they'll be the same height now.
And all of a sudden somebody's going to post a tweet of a picture of Aaron Judge standing next to somebody and be like, hey, wait a minute. What's going on here?
He has to get these 2 teeth removed in order to have a good season now.
He
has to widen the gap. Gap reassignment surgery.
Gap.
Put the gap back.
Gap replacement surgery. All right, we are in commercial. I'm going to be right back, gentlemen.
All right, well then we're just going to throw up a quick break and we will be back with you when the game returns.
Garrett.
Oh, he's
All
cooking.
right, and we are
rolling.
back.
Oh, he's cooking.
Cole is cooking.
He's cooking.
Ooh, he cooking.
Ooh,
Smell that?
6 Ks.
Do you smell what the Cole is cooking?
He's been just on that
Oh man.
outside corner. He's just been owning that.
Yeah, he has. He started hitting it more as the game has progressed.
He's
Yeah.
getting it too.
What do you
Yeah.
think? He ends up going 5, 6 maybe?
Hey, pitches here right now.
He's at 62.
60
I don't know how far
in the
over.
third.
I don't think they let him go 100.
You don't think so?
So no, I mean he's the guy. If they're gonna let someone go 100, it'll be him. But it's the first game of the season. Like, you gotta be, smart about it.
Do we think we see any opening day complete games?
Oh, absolutely not.
No chance.
After last-
Kyle Hendricks did it last
I was
year.
gonna say it might be the Kyle Hendricks 96 pitch special to get him done.
I mean, he's facing the
I'm
Pirates,
just worried
and he
about-
did it last year. I think he could.
Well, yeah,
He certainly
if someone
could.
does it, it's him. I just don't know because last year, no one pitched over 80 innings or 90 innings or 100 innings or whatever. So it's like, I think everyone has to be eased back into things. So I don't think that many managers are going to let their guys go deep.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like, some people are thinking that's going to have a huge impact on pitchers, and some people are like, it's not really going to matter.
Yeah. Cole has said he doesn't think that he wants to, he thinks he wants himself to be treated like any other year.
Yeah.
If he wants, he doesn't want to have a slow pitch count just because it's the first game of the season or anything like that. So let's see. We'll see what he does. He has to have a quick inning here if he wants to go through 5. Though.
Yeah, for sure. Certainly, if he thinks
think
he's
the
going
aim-
6, he's got to get out of this.
Behind to Vlad.
I think the Angels going with like a 6-man rotation will definitely help.
Yeah, it seems like
Obviously, you're looking at more, 30 starts a guy. I'm just trying to do some quick math in my head. You're looking more 27 starts a guy as opposed to.
yeah.
Are they going 6-man all year? Are they doing that all year?
Looks, yeah. I mean, with Otani, it makes
Yeah.
sense, and they're trying to do it because, like in the past, they've made Sunday is Shohei's day, and then they'll just work around it. But this year, it just seems like they're going 1 through 6 straight, 1 through 6 straight. So
Yeah. It seems like a lot of teams
Yeah.
actually are at least considering the 6-man rotation to start the year.
With the Yankees
The
just doing
Mariners
this
are
really
doing it for
interesting.
the second season in a
Yeah.
row.
The Yankees are doing something interesting where they're doing. I think they're going Cole, Kluber, Herman, Montgomery, Cole, then Tyone. So I think they're going to give everyone. What I think they're going to end up doing is basically give everyone besides Cole 5 days in between, but Cole will be on his normal schedule because it's him and you want him to get into a groove.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
So,
got to be
yeah,
weird for the other pitchers.
Yeah, if the guy gets 2 starts before you get one.
Yeah.
And Tyone makes sense because I mean him and Kluber they've only pitched 8 innings combined in the past 2 years, so
Yeah. For sure.
you got to be safe with them. Oh.
when's Severino supposed to come back?
They said he's actually been, or they said his rehab's been going really well. So I think they've said late June, early July is what they're aiming for, which is much earlier than they thought. Because
Yeah.
Tommy John, they were scared it would be, late August. I hope it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. I think it fully depends on how the rotation's going, but. I mean, he's going to probably be in the bullpen a bit. I mean, he has the stuff to be in the bullpen. I mean, he throws hard, has good breaking stuff. But you really hope that that he's able to rehab quick enough to get him in the postseason rotation because that's such a huge difference
Yeah.
if he's healthy.
Ugly swing there by Gurriel.
People are clapping.
We got Twins Brewers rocking now. Cubs and Pirates is going to start up shortly.
I gotta get my quad box going here in a minute.
Yeah. I can't pull up the Cubs game on MLB TV because MLB
Blackout.
TV sucks in that regard.
Thanks, Sinclair.
Yeah, really stellar job all around to get to where we are on that front.
The Yankees just had to deal with Amazon because they were part of the. I think the Yankees and Amazon and Disney, I think, had a team to buy. Yes, and now like 23 games are going to be exclusively on Amazon Prime this year.
Oh, whoa.
Which,
Yeah, I saw that. I think the Mariners are getting a couple of those.
dude, I just that sucks for fans.
Yeah.
Like buying a whole streaming service just to watch a game.
Mhm.
I guess it's the future and everything like that, but it seems a bit long.
Yeah. No, can't argue with that. Oh, I missed how Vladdy got on base.
He walked.
Was that? Did he walk? Really?
Yeah, he walked.
Oh, was that ground ball foul? I thought it was fair.
Oh.
No, it was foul. No, yeah, there's a walk on a curve.
High fly ball, inning over. So
Dude,
73 pitches through
so
4
bad.
for Garrett Cole.
I think he comes after the 5th, but I
Oh, yeah.
don't see a scenario where
You pull him after 73, I'd be shocked.
I would be stunned.
Yeah.
That would be a truly Tampa Bay Rays maneuver. But the Yankees are not the Tampa Bay Rays.
No, sir. I've been so bad this game with judging balls off the bat. Where like there've been a couple. It's just been a while, so there've been a couple like pop-ups on me. Did he get that? With that Tellez, I was like,
I found I was pretty bad about that during spring training. Like watching Mariners games and stuff. There was a couple times where like Evan White would get a hold of one and it would be a double, but like off the bat I'd be like, oh, that's gone.
Yeah.
I kind of started chalking it up to the new baseball.
Sure, actually, yeah, that's totally
which
fair.
might actually not have been such a good argument because I think it was the Athletic or someone was indicating that the ball might still be like pretty juiced.
The Ringer maybe?
Was it the Ringer? Yeah.
Yeah. Cubs broadcast featured Jason Hayward running out in the field with the Chicago flag. Fire me up.
Wait, so did I read the article? But do they just think that the ball was so juiced that even decreasing the juice still makes it pretty juiced?
I think the long and the short of it was like, yes, they took some of the juice out of the ball. You know, they made it. You know, baseball's got more drag this year than it did last year, but that 10 is less than 4 billion. Kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, it's already it was just it was just so ridiculously juiced that Brett Gardner could have 25 home runs in a year, so now he'll only have 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to be as juiced or more juiced as it was before. Pretty much.
It would definitely be difficult to be more juiced. I mean, unless you start throwing a racquetball.
Pickleball, perhaps? Oh, not a pickleball. Never mind.
You just paint a racquetball.
I would love to I'd want to see just how a contest on who can hit a tennis ball the furthest and have every baseball player do it.
That'd be fun.
You think you could hit a tennis ball further than a baseball? I'm not so sure.
Because it's so light.
The fluff on it has way more drag than a baseball. Like it would bounce off the bat faster, and then it would just die in the air.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, and it doesn't have as much weight, so it wouldn't be able to maintain its velocity in the air as well.
Physics lesson over here. You're probably right.
Well, that's one of the things that the MLB had to change with the ball was the drag factor.
Yeah, but it's like when you hit a wiffle ball, you can smack a wiffle ball and it just dies in the air because it gets pushed around by air. It's been a while since I've taken
the air
physics.
that travels inside the ball from the holes that are in it.
That's true. They also pushed the pitchers have said that they feel a different ball, that the seams have been more extruded than they were, which I think is much. I mean, I feel bad for Tanaka because he obviously went back to Japan after 2 years of having to completely change the way he pitches because he couldn't get the grip on his splitter anymore, and then they put the ball back to normal once he leaves.
Yeah, I mean, I know one of the things that's like talking about the, especially Japanese players coming to the MLB with a completely different baseball. Yusei Kikuchi has totally struggled since coming over because his adjustment to the baseball has been such a steep learning curve.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that was a factor for him.
It was a huge factor for him. His first season, he really, really, really struggled. Like, then the spring training ball ended up in his rookie season was a little bit different than than the baseball that was actually used that year. And so he had looked really good in spring training, and then he hit the league and he could not locate any of his pitches, and it maintained through 2020.
Yeah, like that's the one thing that I am actually like even more so than the fact that they're deadening the ball. I'm glad MLB is actually showing some degree of transparency with what they're doing to the baseball.
Very much so.
Not completely transparent by any means, but they're at least indicating in some way that they are intentionally aware of the composition of the baseball.
Yeah, because in years past, we've just been getting juicier and juicier baseballs, and no one really knew what was happening. And then all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh, okay, we need to deaden this," and announced it. They didn't say how,
yeah,
but
league's like,
they did say they were doing it.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. I wonder.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. If only we knew who could have done that.
Guess we'll never know.
We're all looking for the guy who did this.
I gotta take off, take care of some schoolwork. Thanks for letting me jump on with you guys for a little bit. It was
Yeah,
fun.
for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks for coming.
Look forward to doing it again soon.
Happy opening day.
Happy opening day, guys. Talk to y'all later.
See ya.
Yeah, it's just been like, it's just weird. Like, and Tanaka is, I mean, you mentioned Japanese pitchers too. Yeah, it's like, just with the seams, like when he came over, his splitter was ridiculous, and that's like all he threw. Like he just no one could touch it. It just dropped off at the last second, and by last year, like he never threw it because he just couldn't, because the grip was just completely different. Like, he became a slider pitcher, and I mean, he was a worse pitcher without the splitter. He was still solid, but
Kikuchi had this similar thing because his go-to pitch was this big, devastating, like massive sweeping curveball that he's got. And he come over and he kind of showed it off in like his rookie spring. Like he embarrassed Joey Votto in spring in 2019. And then the season starts, he gets a hold on the major league ball that year. And he can't get his changeup going at all. He can't locate his fastball. And so all he really could throw was that curveball, and everybody kind of tattooed off of it.
Yeah. His
numbers weren't great. Like his like ERA and stuff wasn't great that last season, but his peripherals were good. But it's weird how someone can completely shift from being like a great stuff guy and can locate some of his secondary stuff to being like just a stuff guy with command issues.
Yeah, it's always interesting where like it's always interesting when there's like what was I gonna say? When you look at guys, the late, I mean, Kikuchi is obviously different, but the late career shifts that guys have to make just to survive in the league. Mm-hmm. Because like CC Sabathia is a good example where like early in his career, the dude just blew his fastball by everyone when he was in Milwaukee and Cleveland. Like it was just stuff. Like just no one could touch him. And then he just lost his fastball completely. And his last couple of years with the Yankees, he wasn't great, but he was still solid because he just became a command pitcher and was able to spot his stuff well. And that like completely changes how, you're able to completely change how you pitch, but still be successful.
And he was still good.
Yeah, he was solid. He was like he was back end starter, but still someone who belonged in an MLB rotation.
All right.
And he still because he ate innings really effectively, even in that final season.
Oh, okay. I was doing a little bit of on-screen shifting around of the scene collection, and I look back up, and the Cubs are down 2-0.
Oh dear. Kyle Hendricks might not be long for this game, everybody. Looks like we're not going to get any opening day complete games.
That's for sure. Cabrian Hayes hit a tank, apparently.
Cabrian Hayes is so good, man.
I love him. I would appreciate if he could
My
not
God,
hit the tanks off the Cubs, but I gotta respect it. Especially, I don't know how the wind is blowing at Wrigley today. It might be blowing out, but given how cold it is, that's, I would say, already a feat in itself.
I mean, Miguel Cabrera hit a home run in the snow. Brian Hayes is just a follower of Miguel Cabrera, confirmed.
105 mile per hour exit velocity, 28 degree launch angle, estimated distance 410. Expected batting average 1,000. Yep.
Checks out. I have a lukewarm take. I don't think that home runs should count towards on base percentage because you don't actually get on base. That is a technicality that bugs me. It has bugged me for years and years and years.
Technically, you get on,
but you're never actually.
Yeah, but you don't stay on any.
But you touch it.
You touch the base when you ground out too.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, that make you. It is really snowing.
Oh, is it? I switched off that.
Yeah, it is powerfully snowing in Detroit.
No, I'm not even watching.
It keeps going in waves.
They should have replayed the Yankee of. They just showed a replay on the Yankee game.
Coming down.
First quad box of the season, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with what's going on my screen right now.
All right, we're top 5 now. Oh, and then I go to edit the thing one more time, and all of a sudden Kyle Hendricks has 2 outs.
That's the way Mr. Hendricks works.
Well, normally there isn't the giving up a home run. Normally that's not part of it. Or a walk, for that matter. The giving up the walk is more uncharacteristic.
The quick stuff.
But yes, that is how Kyle Hendricks normally works. And out of the inning. He probably only threw like 10 pitches that whole inning anyway. Oh, I am so excited for Ian Happ to play baseball this year.
Elite center fielder. Yeah. Is he in center for you guys? Because that Mora's gone,
thankfully. Right? Almora had a stretch in the beginning of 2019 where he hit like 3 something, like he hit over 300, and everyone's like, "Whoa, he's a good hitter." And then he was not.
Then what happened?
Narrator. He was not a good hitter.
I actually forgot the Yankees are gonna have to if they win this game, these last 14 outs, they're gonna have to mix and match because Britton's hurt, Wilson's on the IL, and Chapman's suspended for this game. So I have no idea how they're gonna.
Wow.
He's been for the first 2 games this season. I forget why. I think it was he hit someone in the head. He hit Brousseau in the head, and they didn't do any suspension until this year for some reason.
Huh, that is weird.
Okay, here's a video of the Brian Hayes home run, tweeted by @Diamond_Digest.
Make sure you guys follow that. I heard it's a good account.
Woo!
You have a source on that?
Yeah, he gave that one a ride. That's for sure. Oh, Colton Wong's first at bat as a Brewer. Plate appearance, I suppose.
Should be a Mariner.
Should be a lot of teams other than a Cub. Or a Brewer, I mean.
Brandon Woodruff was sitting 98-99 for the Brewers.
Oh, really? Man.
According to Mr.
Hey, Danny Jansen's got a base hit.
Good for Danny Jansen.
The people's hero, Danny Jansen.
That's right. And then there's my hero, Ian Happ.
I thought you were going to say Michael K. That was who was on my screen when you said that. And I was like, wait, really?
I think Jock Peterson's hitting a tank today. Gotta say.
Uh-oh. Never mind. Thank God.
Oh. Swinging a drive. And caught at the track. Wow, I never would have thought that
Swinging a drive.
I would have never
medium
thought
back.
a deep fly ball was coming.
There's nothing that would have pointed to that.
No.
No audible sounds.
What's going on in the...
There's audio.
I don't know if anyone else has Twins Brewers up. I'm not sure what they were just talking about.
So one of the pitches to Colton Wong kind of came in kind of high and tight a little bit, and it wasn't clear if it hit Wong or if it didn't hit Wong. And the umpires got confused. And
I got confused.
Oh wait, did Ian Happ just get hit by a pitch?
Did they headhunt Ian Happ? Is he stupid?
Nope. Leadoff walk, baby. That's what we like to see.
As Ian Happ does.
As Ian Happ does. That's my leadoff hitter right there, baby. First true leadoff hitter the Cubs have had in, quite some time.
Does true leadoff hitter mean someone who gets on base a lot, or do you mean by true leadoff hitter like someone who's fast? And
there hasn't
slap it?
Like the whole part of what was the big deal in 2016 was Dexter Fowler as the leadoff hitter. There was like a whole you go, we go kind of thing. Like when Fowler was good, the lineup worked well. And then he left as a free agent, obviously. And it was kind of like the team was really unstable at that position in the lineup since then. Like they thought Almora was it. Remember the whole hitting 300 thing I mentioned earlier? He was not it.
Mm-hmm.
They tried Hayward there. They tried Baez there. Didn't go well. I don't remember who else, but it was like, whoever you put there didn't end up working out too well. And last season was supposed to be Bryant, and it was Bryant for a while, and he just wasn't hitting.
Cubs should have used Kyle Schwarber as the leadoff hitter. Changed my mind.
Well, if you look if you look on a rate stats basis, I think the best leadoff hitter might have been Anthony Rizzo for like 3 games. But yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Cop?
Just that the Yankees, LeMahieu is such like that old school leadoff hitter that just a slap hitter. He's not fast, but just a slap hitter leading off. But he would be so much better suited in a 3-hole and Hicks leading off, because Hicks kind of sucks at putting the ball in play ever, and doesn't hit that many home runs. He just walks an insane amount.
Yeah.
That his on base is still good, and he's so good at putting the ball in play that he's able to bring in Hicks, Judge, whatever.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you that would make sense. Hicks isn't super fast though either, is he?
No. As I said before, the Yankees really have no speed.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, Hicks is fast enough to cover a very effective center field, but he's not a base threat.
Yeah, for sure.
No. He can score from first on a double, but he's not someone who you want trying to steal second.
Maeda looks pretty darn good, I must say. What was that, Hira? Yeah. Why would the Brewers not have Christian Yelich hitting second?
That's a really good question. I'm waiting to see if at any point I have the Duluth Trading Company ad on 2 of my boxes at the same time. Because at that point, I'm just going to log off and go back to bed.
Fielder's choice. Okay. Sorry, at this point I'm focused more on the game we're not calling than the game we are.
Well, the reason I'm focused on the game we are calling is 'cause it's
Yeah.
the game that I care about. Could not blame you.
I care about all of these games equally.
Until Mariners.
Until the Mariners game comes on, and then I don't want anybody to talk to me ever.
Now at the
You.
plate. Should have been extended, Anthony Rizzo.
You know what? I'm gonna say, dude, Rizzo should have accepted the contract.
No.
Extremely fair contract. 5
No.
years.
Gosh.
What would the AV be on that? About 13 million.
That's
right?
14. 570 is 14 million.
Yeah. Not a good contract.
Utter
in my opinion.
disrespect.
Yeah. It is. No.
Now
it's
let's
actually,
take a moment
it's
to boo the
ridiculous.
hell out of Cubs ownership. Boo.
Boo.
Dude, it's. I mean, they have to be one of. Like, I could not imagine being in your shoes. Just in the fact that they traded Darvish for nothing just to get the contract off the books. They're not going to re-sign Brian. They're not going to re-sign Rizzo. You think they'll get? You think they'll re-sign Baez? Like, you think that's the target?
if they legitimately, if all three of them are on different teams next year, I don't know how I would respond to that. Like, there's just no.
That would put fans in a position where it would be really, really, really difficult to defend the team.
Yeah.
Ridiculously. No, because it's not like, I mean, and obviously even these small market teams can usually afford it, but like it's not like the Cubs or the Rays. Like, it's Chicago. It's not like this, small market ball club.
Literally,
like, it's just
team is worth over $3 billion.
Yeah, if you don't want to pay the players, sell the team. You'll make a lot of money off of selling the team.
Literally.
It's
I'm
really-
sure the Red Sox fans would be really